Tonight, studying the impact as masks and more become a part of everyday life. A UWS researcher is looking at what happens when they're littered. And from the Twin Ports to D.C., the big responsibility a local man has when it comes to certifying the election results. Plus, controversy brewing, why tensions are reaching a boiling point within the Minnesota legislature.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Mack. Kristen is on assignment tonight. Thanks for joining us. While nearly every ballot has been cast and counted, the Electoral College still needs to vote on this year's election results. Minnesota has 10 electors, and one of them is from right here in Duluth. As CBS3's Kendall Jarbo shows us, it's a role he takes seriously.
The Minnesota DFL has 10 presidential electors, and Joe Heller is one of them.
It is a chance for me to say, hey, to the people of the 8th District, I'm taking it serious, and I'm going to go there and cast my vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, because the state of Minnesota voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Heller, a veteran from Duluth's Hillside neighborhood, has been involved with the Minnesota DFL since he was 16. Being chosen as an elector for the 8th Congressional District, his most meaningful work yet.
The cast of Electoral College for the state of Minnesota is probably going to be the most important political thing I've ever done.
Despite calls to abolish the Electoral College, Heller says it's what pushes politicians to pay attention to the smaller states.
By having the Electoral College the way it is right now, states like Minnesota, we get to play a part in electing the President of the United States. So these presidential candidates have to come to Minnesota to try to win over our votes.
Heller doesn't know yet how the logistics of ballot casting will happen this year with the pandemic. He's just grateful to serve the people in the 8th District and those closer to home.
I have a 13-year-old son. I want to do my little bit to make this world just a little bit better for him.
While the Electoral College electors will vote in December, official results are sent to the newly elected Congress, which will announce the results on January 6th. A process Heller is thrilled to take part in.
10 DFLers are going to cast their Electoral College vote because Joe Biden, a Democrat, won the state. Had President Trump won the state, 10 Republicans would have gone to cast the vote. 3 people in Wisconsin behind a federal lawsuit alleging widespread absentee voting fraud have dropped the allegations. A court filing today did not give a reason. An attorney for the voters wouldn't say why, citing attorney-client privilege. The lawsuit had sought to exclude election ballots in Milwaukee, Dane, and Menominee counties. All 3 counties went strongly for President-elect Joe Biden, who defeated President Trump by about 20,000 votes in the state. President Trump is expected to request a recount when the canvassing results are finalized. Dave's here for a quick look at the weather tonight. Dave, I saw some people out this morning still shoveling up some of that surprise snow from yesterday.
And what a surprise that was. Up in Ely, just a mist, according to my father. Kristen says around Chisholm, they got barely a trace. I was in Cotton for the weekend, a trace to an inch, and come home to Duluth. 10 inches of snow. Wow. Let's take a look at some of the snow that came down on Sunday. And you'd think it was lake effect, but it wasn't. It was just a stalled out low pressure system that had extra time to drop its snow payload. And it's already moving on off towards the east. But Esco seems to be one of the big winners at 11 inches. And even Brule at 4 inches doubled what I thought would come across the trace to 2 inches. Well, now coming across is a high pressure system that should make for a dry spell from Tuesday through Thursday. Our next precip chance may not be until Friday. So we take a look at the day planner for Tuesday, and because of the high, we're eyeing up a clear to partly cloudy sky. A little bit on the cooler side. Tomorrow's start will be in the teens for many towns, and the finish of around 30 or so is about 5 degrees shy of normal. But for Wednesday and Thursday, we could get into the 40s. We'll talk about that in a little more detail coming up in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Minnesota reported almost 7,500 new coronavirus cases today. That brings the state's total caseload to more than 230,000. 12 more people died. The state's death toll now stands at almost 300,000. And hospitalizations are up 90% in the upper Midwest, and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is asking people to abide by safety guidelines. At a media briefing today, he expressed optimism that a vaccine would be available for the majority of COVID-19 related Minnesotans by early spring. This comes as Moderna announced their vaccine, still in trial stages, is nearly 95% effective. Governor Walz is asking Minnesotans to put aside their political ideologies and fight the virus together.
But the sake of disagreeing for disagreeing or making a public health crisis based on political ideology has put us in a really tough spot in this country. There's no denying that our rates of infection and our rates of death are worse than any place in the world.
The state is nearing 3.5 million total tests administered. Meanwhile, Wisconsin saw another big jump in COVID cases as well, reporting more than 4,000 new positive tests. That brings the state's total caseload to more than 316,000. 12 more people died, bringing the state's death toll to more than 2,600. We've all seen it, a mask or gloves littered on the ground. It's a new pandemic-related problem. CBS 3's Ryan Campo introduces us to a team at UWS that's looking for a solution.
If you see masks, gloves, or other PPE on the ground, UW Superior Junior Callie Lear wants you to take a picture. She's using the location data to map a pandemic of trash.
If our city of Superior is having a big impact with this, how do you think even bigger cities are doing with this?
From gas stations to grocery stores and on the UW Superior campus, Lear has collected more than 200 PPE data points in Superior alone.
This is a very small town. And then already we have more than 200 pieces, and then this means more people, more garbage.
Lear hopes to learn how the coronavirus pandemic increased plastic use and plastic pollution overall.
Plastic is a big problem in our environment, and we need to find a different material that's better for the environment, that doesn't harm it instead of plastic.
Professor Dr. Lorena Rios Mendoza is hopeful the public will be more cautious when it comes to their masks.
The mask is for health, for the human protection. But at the same time, maybe the people don't think when they throw away the mask or the gloves on the street that this is a huge problem for the environment.
By literally mapping out the problem, the pair wants to inspire change before it's too late.
I'm just really passionate about trying to find ways that we can change how we, not necessarily how we live, but just change some of our ways so that we're not negatively affecting the environment.
If you're in Superior and you snap a picture of PPE on the ground, you can send it to Lear. We'll have her email address on our website. Now to Michigan, where over the weekend the state's governor, Gretchen Whitmer, announced all schools and colleges must stop in-person classes and restaurants must close indoor dining for 3 weeks. But this order did not come without some pushback. Trump coronavirus advisor Scott Atlas took to Twitter and told Michiganders to, quote, rise up against new health restrictions. But as U.S. coronavirus cases top 11 million, the governor says she's not backing down.
Well, we know that the White House likes to single us out here in Michigan, me out in particular. I'm not going to be bullied into not following reputable scientists and medical professionals.
Michigan's Attorney General called Atlas's comments disappointing and irresponsible. Controversy in the Minnesota Senate tonight. Democrats are calling on Republican Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka to resign from his position. This comes after members of the GOP failed to notify their Democratic colleagues and others about a potential COVID-19 outbreak. CBS 3's John Cardinelli spoke with one DFL member who says the issue is bigger than politics.
Major controversy has erupted in the Minnesota Senate after Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka and 4 other members of the GOP tested positive for COVID-19.
They shared information about a COVID outbreak among their members and staff, among Republican staff, and not anybody else.
After learning about this through the media, Senate Minority Leader Susan Kent was outraged as the legislature was in session last Thursday.
There were 14 Republican senators there, and we don't know if they were involved in any of these events that have clearly now been shown likely to be a source of spreading of COVID.
The events were in-person meetings the GOP had on November 6. While no GOP members who tested positive were at the Senate meeting last week, Senator Kent says there is a bigger issue at hand.
But if you're not being transparent, and in this case, clearly trying to keep it quiet and not be transparent, when other people's health and well-being is at stake, That is a serious trust issue in a workplace.
Senator Gazelka took to Twitter and in a tweet said, no DFL member was at our caucus meeting, and we followed MDH and CDC recommendations for social distancing, masks, and limiting the time together during session so no one was put at risk. It's time to stop blaming us and politicizing this and work together to keep Minnesotans safe. Senator Kent says she agrees the pandemic needs to stop being politicized, but in this case, the GOP brought it onto themselves.
This became political when they chose only to notify the people in their party and not the rest of the people who work for the Minnesota Senate.
Kent said if Senator Gazelka chooses not to resign, the DFL is still discussing what sort of action they will take. We did reach out to Senators Jason Rarick and Justin Eichhorn today, who both represent districts in our region. Rarick was unavailable for an interview, but said he would comment in the future. Eichhorn did not get back to us. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, many events all around the Northland have met their end by the hand of the coronavirus. However, it's not stopping the Christmas City of the North parade. We'll have details coming up.
10 below is the record low for this date from 1933. This morning, Brimson had 3 above, so close, but still no candy cigar. And tomorrow morning will be a little bit brisk, but better. That's leading us to a warm spell for midweek. We'll talk about its duration coming up after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Live, local, CBS 3.
I'm Dr. Jason Huang, and I'm a vascular surgeon at St. Luke's. I'm a very visual learner, and so if I can simplify it and draw it out for me, then I can do that for a patient and really help translate the what, the how, and the why, and then what they can expect before, during, and after an operation. Then I really find an immense amount of satisfaction in being able to help my patients. But we have an entire team here, not just myself, that is completely dedicated to taking care of you and getting you through this.
Honey, what are you doing?
Carpet's getting a little long. Tripping hazard.
It's okay to be a little overprotective.
Seriously?
After all, it's how we feel about our customers. Western National Insurance.
It's the pre-Thanksgiving sale at Fleet Farm. Shop in-store and online for huge savings on things like all Melissa and Doug toys. 30% off our low fleet price. An Eskimo 8-inch pistol bit ice auger, only $149.99. And get a free $50 Fleet Farm gift card when you spend $300 on any Milwaukee or DeWalt products. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Fleet Farm, the brands you trust.
Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Now during the Chevy Cyber Sales event, use $500 Cyber Cash on most SUV models to get $5,250 total cash allowance on most 2020 Equinox models. Visit ChevyCyberSalesEvent.com today.
Make this the best holiday ever with the True Love Guarantee from Numi Jewelers. Give the gift of shimmering diamonds. This diamond earring and pendant set is $199 now through Small Business Saturday. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live, local, CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
So we started this morning on a cool note for some towns, single digits for places like Hibbing and Brimson and into Embarrass as well, and not overly warm for a lot of other places either. Today's high temperatures, they didn't really rise to the occasion much either. If the normals were around 35, 36, We got 25 in Orr and Hibbing, 29 in Hermantown, 32 for Superior, 31 in Hayward, and also 29 degrees in Ironwood, undercutting normal by a little bit. Tomorrow's high temps may be fairly close to the same, but for Wednesday and Thursday, we'll go back into the 40s. But in turn, it'll slip away for Friday and the weekend. Any big storms coming up this week? Right now, it doesn't look like it. Our next rain chance, precip chance, mixed chance may hold off until Friday. We'll talk about the odds of payoff in just a bit, but right now we've got the current conditions from the airport. It's 18 degrees, so starting to cool down a little bit. I think a lot of places will drop into the mid-teens overnight. Relative humidity, 71%. The wind is westerly, northwesterly, 9 miles per hour, and our air pressure is 30 inches of mercury. That's going up because a high-pressure cell is taking over yesterday's low-pressure system. Right now, we have 24 in Watersmeet and Ironwood, 20 for Ashland and Hayward, 19 to 21 from Solon Springs to Superior, and then upper teens towards Moose Lake and Barnum, upper teens for Two Harbors and Silver Bay, and Ely and Orr and Hibbing, Grand Rapids too, and International Falls as well. And again, low temps likely will be around 15, 16 for a lot of places, followed by a high tomorrow, back around 30 degrees. Doppler map right now shows the higher pressure coming into our area here, and it's keeping clouds and precip at bay, pushing any snow flurries that are trying to form up here down towards the south and towards the east of our region. And that's a trend that likely will be with us from Tuesday through Thursday as the high settles into the middle parts of the U.S. Then by Friday, this low-pressure system struggles its way over the Rockies, gathers what's left of its forces to slide across the plains and get to us. And then about the best it's going to do Friday and Saturday is a 30% chance for a rain-snow mix. Doesn't look right now like that's going to add up to much, but again, that's what we said about yesterday. And look what happened to some towns. So, of course, we'll track this system as it gets closer and keep an eye on the model runs as they keep coming across and see what the real deal is once we get here come Friday and Saturday. Now, tonight in Minnesota, look for low temps to go 13 to 19 with a partly cloudy sky, which should be above Wisconsin and Michigan as well. Low temps there, we'll say about 15 to 20. Then high temps tomorrow with a sunnier sky. Wisconsin, Michigan, you get 28 to 31. Folks in Minnesota might run about 26 to 32 right by the lake. Partly cloudy sky, thanks to the high pressure cell. Maybe only partly sunny on Wednesday, but we hit 40. Then we rocket to 45 degrees on Thursday with sunshine. Then Tony relinquished the 40s by Friday, dropping back into the 30s. And that 30% chance for the rain-snow mix Friday and Saturday is about it for precip, at least for this week.
A lot of sunshine looks nice. Thanks, Dave. Coronavirus isn't stopping the Christmas City of the North parade. It'll kick off this Friday, but with a few changes. High school bands and dance groups like Sterling Silver Dance Studio will be pre-recording their routines. It allows them to safely perform. Sterling Silver has split their dancers into 8 small groups. They've been part of the parade for 30 years. They're using this year's performance to look back on 3 decades of participating.
So we went through all of our, previous performance routines from the past 30 years and had everybody pick out their favorite songs, costuming, choreography, and we are redoing all of those favorites from the last 30 years.
The parade starts at 6:30 on Friday night, and just a reminder, there will be no in-person attendance allowed this year. Well, starting today, CBS3 is taking additional steps to keep our newsroom staff safe and healthy as we continue to see increasing cases of COVID-19 in the region. Some of the changes include who you'll see behind the anchor desk and when. Kristen will be anchoring the 5 and 6 o'clock news. I will be anchoring the 10 o'clock news. This is all in an effort to make sure we're here to keep bringing you the news during these uncertain times. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, new developments in the race for a coronavirus vaccine. We have the details when we come back.
CBS3 Live Cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Shop early and enjoy GMC Black Friday offers all month long. Pay no interest for 84 months on most 2020 Acadia and Terrain models. We are professional grade GMC.
Warm up at Perkins with our new pot roast specials, featuring our mouth-watering pot roast stroganoff, sizzling fajita breakfast quesadilla, savory pot roast melt, and more. Home-style pot roast favorites, available now for a limited time at a Perkins near you, and always served safely, whether you dine in, order online, or get it to go. Nothing sweetens the season like a fresh-baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Reserve yours today. Order now at perkinstogo.com.
Even if you've never gotten a flu shot, 2020 is the year to do so. Memorial Medical Center, your local health departments, and area tribes are encouraging you to get a seasonal flu shot to protect yourself and others. A seasonal flu shot is the best defense against flu, especially when COVID-19 is still a risk.
For months, we've all done our best to stay safe. But to remain safe in the long run, it's up to us all to take actions that don't just slow the spread of COVID, but collectively overcome it. Like getting a test if you have any symptoms, answering if your health department calls, and wearing a mask in public spaces. We all want to regain what we love in life. To get there, we all need to go forward and do our part.
Hello, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. For the month of November, we are offering free upgrades to a premium wall system for all your bath and shower purchases. All of our products are backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and come with a lifetime warranty. You can still get one of our great financing options for low monthly payments or 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till 2022. This offer ends November 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service and down to earth price.
Live, local, CBS3.
Arctic 2021 ATV and side-by-sides at RJ Sport and Cycle.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on Live, local, CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
The latest breakthrough in the search for a COVID-19 vaccine comes as the disease continues to relentlessly spread across the country. Chris Martinez reports from Los Angeles.
The biotech firm Moderna says tests show its coronavirus vaccine is nearly 95% effective.
It was really, really impressive, quite impressive.
As part of the federal government's Operation Warp Speed, Moderna collaborated with experts like Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Close to 95% efficacy in a vaccine for a respiratory virus like this, and as a new virus, is really quite an accomplishment.
Last week, Pfizer announced that its vaccine showed a 90% effectiveness rate. Both could start being distributed by the end of the year.
We're tired, mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted.
The U.S. is now averaging almost 150,000 new coronavirus infections per day, 1 million new cases a week.
If we stay on the path that we're on, even just 2 more weeks, we will not have the staff we need to care for patients.
Here in California, weekly coronavirus cases have doubled in the last month, with nearly 7,000 new cases reported in Los Angeles County over the weekend.
We are now moving backwards, not forwards.
To slow the spread, California's governor rolled back most reopening plans. Washington state ordered the immediate shutdown of gyms, movie theaters, bowling alleys, and indoor dining.
If you act early, you can save lives. And if you don't, you'll be swamped by a tsunami of this virus.
Michigan imposed a 3-week freeze on indoor dining and in-person classes at high schools and colleges. A stay-at-home advisory is now in effect for Chicago.
President-elect Joe Biden called on the Trump administration to start cooperating with his transition team about the pandemic. Still ahead in sports, Vikings take on the Bears at Soldier Field on Monday Night Football. Can Kirk break that 0-for-9 curse? Kelly's got the highlights next.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive. What's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit mpplfinancial.com.
Prime Appliance, the first with Black Friday pricing all month long during our Black November sale. To save you money and shop normal hours. In today's world, other merchants will follow our lead. What a concept, savings and convenience. Save now on our in-stock built-in dishwasher lineup with brand names like GE, Whirlpool, Bosch, Amana, Beko, ASCO, and Samsung. Get this high-performance ASCO dishwasher for just $6.99. Prime Appliance's Black November sale is the best place to save on appliances.
Easy Own has high-definition and ultra-high-definition TVs on sale this November. Get 50% off your down payment on TV packages that include TV, surround sound system, and entertainment center. You can also add a fireplace insert to your entertainment center to make your viewing warm and cozy. These fireplaces have multiple brightness settings, full temperature control, and automatic timer. Get the things you want with payments you can afford at Easy Own, 3909 Grand Avenue, Duluth.
Because adventure still needs chasing, we gave the newly redesigned 2021 Subaru Crosstrek a more powerful engine. Plus, standard symmetrical all-wheel drive. And Subaru is the most trusted brand for 6 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Lease a new 2021 Subaru Crosstrek for only $199 a month. Visit Miller Hill Subaru today at 4710 Miller Truck Highway, online at millerhill.com.
A great smile is so much more than just a physical attribute. It's a part of every laugh, adventure, milestone, and connection. At Lake Dental, our team is committed to getting to know you and your specific dental needs. With our IV sedation, forget any dental anxiety and wake up with a new smile. Express yourself confidently with the help of Lake Dental, where artistry is in every smile.
Call Lake Dental today for your free smile analysis.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
It's a tale as old as time. Kirk Cousins, the Vikings, and primetime. What could go wrong? Sure, the Vikings quarterback hasn't won a Monday night game ever, but narratives are meant to be rewritten at some point. Could that some point be tonight? Well, Vikings haven't won a game at Soldier Field in Chicago since 2017. And they started off hot after a turnover on the first drive of the game. Kirk Cousins redeems himself, airs it out to find Adam. He's from Detroit Lakes, Thielen for the one-handed grab that we are going to show you in slow-mo because, holy cow, guys, did you know he was a walk-on? Vikings take a 7-0 lead after the extra point. Vikes have the 1-point lead coming out of the first half, but remember Cordero Patterson? Well, if you don't, here's an eerily familiar sight to jog your memory, Vikings fans. On the kick return to start the third, Patterson takes it 104 yards to the house to give the Bears their first lead of the game. After the extra point, it's 13-7. Well, after a field goal, Vikings within 3.5 to go in the third. Cousins finds the rookie wide receiver Justin Jefferson for the 54-yard reception. With the catch, Jefferson ties Randy Moss for the most 100-yard receiving games by a Vikings rookie. Jefferson also ranks 5th all-time in rookie receiving yards by a Viking. And to the fourth, we're tied at 13 until the favorite end zone target is found once again by Cousins. On 3rd and 4 in the red zone, Thielen reels in his second touchdown pass of the game. And the Vikings, Cousins, has a Monday night redemption, getting their 3rd straight win.
You like that?
I like that. Technically, National Signing Day concluded last Wednesday. Tonight, we had one more area athlete to that put pen to paper to play Division I hockey. Proctor Hermantown's Ella Onick made it official. She will be heading to play college hockey at Bemidji State University next year. As a junior, the Blue Liner recorded 9 goals and 21 assists, helping the Mirage to the Section 7A title game last season. Well, the Packers will have some big question marks with some of their stars once the offseason hits, with multiple key players in their final years on their contracts. There's only so much money to go around under their salary cap, and some of it was spent yesterday. General Manager Brian Gutekunst signed All-Pro left tackle David Bakhtiari to a 4-year contract extension worth up to $105 million in new money and a base value of $23 million a year. Bakhtiari now becomes the highest paid offensive lineman in the NFL in history.
I always wanted to say that I was the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history, and today I get to say that.
Celebrated with his fiance and dogs last night. Some other impending Packers free agents include Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams, Alan Lazard, and Kevin King. Well, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says in his press conference briefing today that there is a potential to put a pause on high school sports within the next day or two. Well, that said, there was a huge volleyball matchup in Esko earlier tonight. The undefeated Eskimos hosting the also undefeated Greenway Raiders. Early on, it was all green. Claire Vekic was raining down some absolute meter strikes. That one puts them up by 6. And for the most part of the match, the blockers did not matter. Lexi Hammer sets it up, and Vekic promptly puts it back down. 25-13, the opening set goes to the Raiders. The Eskimos would keep up much closer in the second, though. Taya Gregg from Brianna Stark, they get within 4 late, but the Raiders kept their foot on the gas on set point. Bree Miller says, no thank you, at the net. The Raiders take the second set 25-19, and they go on to take it in 3 straight. That's going to do it for sports. Congrats, Vikings, on Kirk Cousins' first Monday night win. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Hey, no cell phones at the table. But it's Grandma. Hi, Mom.
It's Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years. You'll get an additional 25% off our already low prices at Slumberland.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
So, you made it all the way up to the North Pole?
Yep, and the South. But I need good Medicare coverage so I can keep exploring.
Well, we have Medicare Advantage plans. Some starting at $0 a month.
Can I find them online?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can give us a call.
Sounds good.
Well, our stop is just up ahead.
So that was the shortest ride I think I've ever been on.
Yeah, quarantine legs. Gotta work those muscles back up.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Real steel. Find yours. And find what fuels you. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up at over 9,000 local steel dealers. Find yours at steeldealers.com.
Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Now during the Chevy Cyber Sales event, use $500 Cyber Cash on most SUV models to get $5,250 total cash allowance on most 2020 Equinox models. Visit ChevyCyberSalesEvent.com today.
With all this family fun time, you need a good night's sleep. Come to Slumberland's huge Thanksgiving mattress sale and get an extra 25% off our already low prices. Get this Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $3.99. Only at Slumberland.
Season 2 is here, y'all. And yes, I am in an eye patch. How much more, Kelly, can it
The
get?
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Well, Christmas is coming up pretty fast, and this year Santa is going digital. The U.S. Postal Service's Operation Santa launches on Monday. The 108-year-old program fulfills wish lists for needy families and children. And for the first time, would-be gift givers can adopt families online. The new system will allow more children in need across the country to be reached. Kids can address their letters and lists to Santa at 123 Elf Road, North Pole 88888. For more information, you can head on over to USPSOperationSanta.com. Dave, pretty cool night out there tonight.
Yeah, befitting Santa and the work that now lies ahead of him.
Yeah.
Since we're getting towards Christmas City and the North Parade, Thanksgiving, and all of that. All right, forecast for the week ahead. A little bit cool for the most part, though. There will be a midweek warm-up from 40 to 45 Wednesday, Thursday. Sunny through Thursday, then next precip chance comes Friday.
Thanks for joining us tonight.